Hi, I'm Gary, and I just got here. Today I'm going to fly at this church parking lot here in Marysville, Ohio. And I got the Timber X, and I put a 4S 2200 milliamp 50C smart battery by Spectrum. And so we'll see what kind of power this thing has with 4S versus just the 3S. Should be something special. So we do have a little bit of a breeze coming from the sun, so we'll be flying over here downwind from me, and I got the flaps at one click right now for the takeoff, and I got it hiding behind the car from the wind because the wind was actually blowing it backwards. So I'll have to taxi out, turn it, and take off that direction, and then bring it back around. If you guys like my videos, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, give me a thumbs up, and leave some great comments. I'm going to be out here flying 365 days this year, and I'm just having a good time. We are getting close to the end of the 10th month, and it's a beautiful day today other than a little bit of breeze. This morning was way out. We were having gusts of wind well over 30 miles an hour this morning here in Marysville. And I was like, no way, there's no way I'm flying. I'm gonna wait until after lunch for sure and see how it goes. It's still not great. The wind's picking up right now, but I'm sure I can handle it. We've flown in much worse conditions than this. So let's get to it. Get my hat turned around. All right. Woo! That sun's bright. All right, we'll put the flaps up. I'm at about a quarter throttle right now. There's half throttle, and it is just starting to climb on me. So 3/4 throttle and lots of climb. This thing has all kinds of power with the 4S battery. Give it a little rudder control to try and knife edge it through these turns as I bring it around. I kind of want to try to do a hover. I'm getting it up really high. I got to be careful with this plane. I got friends that want to try flying it. So I want to have fun with it, but at the same time, I want to make sure I bring it back in one piece every time. Lots of people are interested in trying this plane out. That sun's bright over here, so we'll take it back downwind. Right at me inverted here. I catch myself trying to give it too much up on the elevator when I'm inverted, and it tries to take it into a Harrier, but it can handle it no problem. If I'm smooth with the controls here, it's got a nice glide in the invert. You see the wind catching the wings when I had them a little bit angled there. All kinds of rudder control there. Not sure if I said it yet, but I did put the LiPo alarm in there so that I don't try to fly it too long. This is the very first flight on this battery, and it's the only one I got. The 50C 2200 is a little bit expensive, but it's a smart battery, so I think I'm not going to ruin it like I have many batteries this year. Flying every day, I do make quite a bit of mistakes with my batteries. I'm not very, I can't think of the word right now, but disciplined, I guess, is the right word. I'm not very disciplined with my battery storage and all that kind of stuff, so let's give her one click of flaps and just see how slow she'll just roll right along. And do that all day, it looks like. Bring it back around. Eyelash in my eye. I don't know if you guys can hear this wind, but it's a decent amount of wind going on right now. Ooh, that's the highest I've been on the throttle with the flaps down, of course, because I'm trying to slow it down. Practicing my angle for the landing here. Here we're at about a quarter throttle, and it's just putting. And I am only at one click with the flaps. I would like to try it with the full flap. So let's bring it back around. Right now, there we go, full flaps. With full flaps, I need to keep a little bit of throttle because it will stall out. And see, it's trying to stop on me. Come on, keep coming. Wow, it is barely moving here. Woo. All right, we take those flaps off. Radio's telling me that I've flown for 5 minutes. That was pretty incredible with the full flaps, how slow it was going. Wasn't a lot of wind at that second. Of course, they had to get a gust just as I turned and almost caused a problem, but just as I was putting up, the wind wasn't super strong. Here we are with no flaps, still getting it very slow. Not quite as slow as with the flaps, of course, but still pretty slow. And this Timber X, I'm telling you what, for about 210, 220, you can get it without the receiver, and then I think 250 with the receiver. I got it on sale, 15% off, when they had their fall savings thing. Kickoff, I think it was called, kickoff savings. Pretty happy with that. With the receiver, made for a great deal. Still toying with the idea of getting in there and moving on the gears is where the lights are plugged in. If I move it out of that spot, and then there's some programming you got to do in the radio for the gears to work the flaps with the ailerons. So I'm considering doing that, and then I would have aileron control for the whole wing. It sounds interesting. I'm still thinking about it. Doing the rudder thing, making it go sideways, bringing it back around into the wind. With all this wind, I don't know if, the Timber's not a speed plane, so doing full speed passes isn't really what to do with this. It's more about controlled flights, you know, bringing it by slow and showing the control in the climate. Just having a blast. Decent. Thought I heard the LiPo alarm there for a second. Nice job with the inverted loop. Now I do hear the LiPo alarm's going off now. I threw it into full flaps, and we're going to creep it up here into the wind. You can see the wind's coming at an angle because it's forcing the airplane to turn a little bit. So I keep it coming to me here. We're going to land it. She's just kind of crawling her way over here. All right, don't touch down there. There's parking blocks. Just like that. You can see the wind blowing it. Put it back here behind the car to stop the wind from blowing it. So good flight again today. The Timber X does some incredible things for a high wing airplane. It's just an amazing deal and design, and I'm just having a blast with it. If you guys like my videos, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, give me a thumbs up, and leave some great comments. And as always, I'm Gary, and I just got here.